Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to VK's Garage. In this video, I'm going to show you guys the disc brake conversion on my 52 Ford Custom line. So the kit's from Speedway Motors. It comes with all the parts necessary to do the conversion. The adapter brackets, the hub, the brake caliper, brake pads, brake line, bearings, hub seal. So it comes with everything that you need. So this is the driver's side front spindle. You're going to take this bracket, install it on the face of it. You're going to take your steering stop bolt. You can tell which one's your steering stop bolt because the end is a little bit longer here. It's unthreaded section. With a washer, install it in the lower right-hand corner. Through the spindle, and then through the back side into your steering arm. Then install this bracket onto that bolt. Install a washer and a nut. So you should be looking something like this. Next, you're going to install the bolt and washer through the top right-hand hole, through the spindle bracket, into this spacer, through the spacer, through the back of this bracket here, washer and nut. Then take this other spacer, stick it between the two brackets. With this bolt, come from the back side, through the bracket, through the spacer, into this bracket in the front. This section of the bracket is threaded, so it does not require a nut on the front of it. Snug that down a little bit by hand. Then you could take this small spacer, stick it in between the two brackets again. Take your Allen bolt, go through the back side of the bracket, through your spacer, and same thing here. It's threaded, so it doesn't require a nut on the front side. This is the orientation of the spacers. All three spacers. This is what it looks like from the back side. Install the shorter bolt with the washer in the upper position, top left-hand corner. Washer, nut. Then your last bolt you're going to install into the lower left corner, through the spindle and through the steering arm. Get all the bolts snugged up. Take your Allen, come through the back, tighten that little Allen head bolt. And we're gonna tighten the top bolt. And that's it for the adapter brackets. Next we'll move on to the hub assembly. Next you're gonna lube your inner wheel bearing and install the hub sill. You could use a block of wood to knock the sill in flush with the hub. Do not forget to install your wheel bearing before installing your sill. We've all been there, we've all done that. Once you do that, slide it on to your spindle. Then you can install your outer bearing and the spacer that comes in the kit. Install your keyed washer and castle nut. And tighten those down per manufacturer's specs. I personally just tighten the nut up nice and snug. Spin the hub. Tighten it one more time, make sure it's snug. And then I'll generally back it off about one slot in the keyway. And install my cotter pin. After that, double check and ensure that your hub spins freely. Also make sure you don't have any excessive play in your wheel bearings. Then you could install your dust cap. Take your caliper that's marked L for the left side. Install your brake pads. And slide over the disc. Take your slider bolts, lube them up. And install. The reason I lube these up is to prevent the O-ring from getting torn inside the caliper. Now we can install our brake line and adapter that comes in the kit and attach our brake line to our caliper. Make sure you position the brake line so it's not going to be in the way of hitting the tire, hitting the frame, or any of the steering components. Give everything a once over. Make sure everything looks right, everything's tight. And now you can bleed your brakes. With the factory wheel, there's no issues with the caliper rubbing on the inside of the wheel or nothing like that. It keeps the factory hub bore size and lug pattern. So direct wheel fitment. The kit does come with instructions and a drawing that's pretty detailed. Shows the orientation of everything. But if you still have questions, leave comments below. Overall, it was a pretty easy installation. If you guys like what you see, please like, follow, and subscribe. Thanks.